creepy and they're kooky, mysterious.
Hi!
Hello.
So this is our first, official episode, I guess, because the last one was kind of a bit of a test run, because we didn't think we were going to carry it on, but here we are.
It was more for, a college project thing, so...
Yeah, but, here we are, and do you want to say what... I mean, to be honest, we already know what we're doing, but do you want to say...
I mean, you can probably see by the title, but we're going to be talking about the Addams Family. I love it. I don't know, it's amazing.
The Addams Family is, such a cult classic. It's great. It's great. I love it. So, one of the things, what kind of got us wanted to talk about the Addams Family was how we were saying about how we would actually love to be part of the family, because I think Netflix put this post on their Instagram about, who would you want to be part of your family, and the Addams Family was one of them. We were like, wait, why is it them?
It was choose a family you would rather have, which parents.
Yeah.
And it was more Sisha and Gomez.
Yeah, we were like, we'd actually love to be part of that family, because I feel like we were kind of saying it's actually quite a healthy family relationship, which is something quite unexpected, because a lot of people don't think they would have a healthy relationship. But it's even stuff like that bit where Wednesday puts Pugsley in the chair and she's like, I'm going to torment him. He's like, okay, fine, he lets her do it. And I just think that, if you had an unhealthy relationship, your brother wouldn't be happy with his sister tormenting him, It's they always have a good relationship.
Very true, very true. Yeah. So are we just going straight into it then?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we can kind of... I mean, is there anything...
How are you, Heather?
Yeah, no, I'm alright. I think I just kind of got a bit carried away there, but yeah, no, I'm alright. I'm okay. I've had a bit of a sore throat, as you know, but I'm back and I'm recovered now. My voice is back. I can now talk like a normal human being again.
Like the ending. Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah, I was like this. It was awful. I did not sound like myself at all, and I was still recovering for a few days after that, I tell you. But no, my voice is back now, which is good. So I'm back in the game. You can't get rid of me, which means I'm going to be more talkative than ever now. So, but yeah. So how are you been doing? Are you alright?
I've been doing great. I mean, nothing interesting happening, to be honest. You went to different shows, didn't you?
Oh, I've been... Okay, I don't know if anyone knows about this. I'm a bit of a fitty kid, and I probably will be talking about musicals at some point in the podcast. But, so yeah, I went this weekend to see Six, which is amazing. It's about the 6 wives of Henry VIII and their, side of the story, and it was amazing. And then I went to go see Frozen yesterday, actually, in the West End, and that was really, really good as well. And I've had a good theatre week, really. It's pleased my little theatre kid brain, my little theatre kid heart. But yeah, so I've had a pretty good week as well. Mine's been quite chill, but also eventful at the same time. Yeah.
Kind of jealous, even though I'm not a theatre kid, but I don't know.
Yeah, it just seemed like fun anyway.
Yeah,
that's the thing. My parents are they like theatre, but they're not as much as me. But they just kind of like the good little theatre trip every now and then, a good little soundtrack. But they're not really as into it as me. And I have friends that sort of aren't really into it, but they like going to see shows anyway. It's just kind of good to get out and just see something on stage, I feel like. Or even plays and stuff.
Just to go somewhere.
Exactly, and the atmosphere of it as well. Yeah.
Cool. I'm trying to think of what I did.
Yeah, I mean, you've kind of been at college with me, really, haven't
you?
It's we've kind of been at the same place.
True, but you were in London, so
yeah.
The most interesting thing I've done was go to Hitchin and go to charity shops. Yeah, that was my week.
That's pretty exciting though. I like a good charity shop.
Yeah, I love them. I don't like the fact that my bank account is kind of struggling right now, but
do you know what they say? Money does buy happiness. It might make you sad because then you'll be broke, but it does buy you happiness because you get things that make you happy.
True. And hold on. So should we just get into it and to
yeah, that sounds. I mean, you've got the notes. You tell me.
But yeah, so we could just go straight into it. Like, I got my notes out. But yeah, the Addams Family. I feel like it's a great family example in a way, you know. Like,
Sorry, that was my water. Sorry, I had a sip of water and it made noise. Sorry about that.
gulp.
That wasn't me gulping though. That was just me putting the glass down. The backlash. Not in my mouth though. Don't worry, guys.
But yeah, kind of lost my train of thought. But I love Morticia and Gomez together. Like, I love how they're just not afraid to show their love and like passion towards each other, and you know they still are like madly in love with each other. I've said each other for like probably a lot. But anyways, they've been like married 25 years, and you know they're still like very passionate.
Yeah, they still. It's like still true love.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah.
I love that.
And it's like they're not. I like how they're like really, like open with their kids. They're really good with kids as well. Like yeah, obviously they're like a dystopian family, but that doesn't mean they're dysfunctional. Like they obviously they have their shit together. You know, they know what they're doing, and they're very open. Like, I don't know if you've seen the sequel also. Any occasion when I want to listen to this bit, I don't know. But there's like a sequel, and they meet this little girl, and she's like, "Oh yeah, my mummy and daddy kissed, and then there was stalks, and magic made me come alive." And Wednesday just goes, "Our parents had sex," and I was just like, "Oh," but it's like they're so open with their kids, and but they get along so well.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to describe it. They just
go along with each other.
Exactly, and it's like I feel like if they were dysfunctional, it wouldn't be as good because they do what they need to do, and they're so chill around each other. They always, like when Morticia got captured and kidnapped, like she was just like, "Oh yeah, sure," and then Gomez came and like he was like, "I'm here to save you." She was like, "Oh thank God," and like it's just really nice. And I really like as well how Wednesday and Pugsley get along, because often when you have sibling relationships they fight like all the time, and it's really nice how they have a healthy relationship with each other, even though they do strap each other to chairs and electrocute each other, they do it because they want to.
It's like fun for them, they like play around, but like also the parents, like they don't show that, like, you know, they have favorites. They kind of like love all of them, and you know, like even in the sequel when they like go to the camping thing, they kind of like supported them with like their hobbies, and like even though they didn't understand it, they were like, "Okay, sure, go to camp if you really want to." Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. They just kind of want what's best for their kids. They just want their kids to be happy. Like whatever they do, they just as long as their kids are happy, they don't care what they do. Which I was going to mention the animation, but I'll mention that later.
But yeah, to be honest, that's all I was going to say. But also like, both Morticia and Gomez, I love their relationship. I probably mentioned that a lot, but you know, they trust each other. And even like in the first movie, like Gomez was like introducing her to like his ex-lovers, and then like Morticia was like, "Oh," just like complimenting them, and like, you know, she was like really secure, and like she wasn't like jealous, and she was just trusting.
No, that's great. I love that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Do you have anything else?
To be honest, that's basically it. It's kind of hard to describe why they're a healthy relationship. They just are. It's kind of hard to explain without watching the film. It just, the bond they have with each other, it's just really nice to see. And it's like, they know even if they kind of put themselves in danger, or like put each other in danger, they would never do anything to hurt one another, like purposefully, you know? Like, everything they do, that they have a good heart to each other. They always have the best intentions to each other, and like you say, like oh my gosh, I can't say her name.
Morticia. Need that to be honest, but
and Gomez, they just have, like you say, they just have such a trust. I don't want to repeat you too much, but they just have such a trusting relationship, and it's like couple goals. Yeah. No, I agree with everything you said. Really, you basically said most of it, and I'm just waffling, to be honest. But yeah, it's people overlook their family relationship. And I don't know why, because they have one of the healthiest relationships I think I've ever seen in movie and TV. Yeah.
Do you want to like move on to the animations?
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all
Yay, the
together.
animation.
You have a lot to say about it, don't you?
Oh boy. So, you know how I was saying Wednesday and Pugsley, whenever they play together or Wednesday's tormenting him, it's always because Pugsley's happy to do it.
Yeah.
In the animation, it's almost like Wednesday's being horrible to Pugsley just for the sake of being horrible to Pugsley, which is so opposite to what the original intention behind the original movie was. And even things like Morticia, I'm so sorry if I say her name wrong, I can't speak, but Wednesday comes home in like this pink dress because she's met this friend and her friend dresses her up and she's like, oh look, I have a pink dress on, it's really nice and pretty, and then her mum's like, take that off right now, that's not how I raised you, and she's like, oh, you can't wear that, and it's like,
I think in the original she would be like, oh, that's interesting, but like she would support her. And
yeah, exactly, she would have been happy for her because she's made a friend and she's happy, you know, and that's why she sent to camp in the first place, because like in the sequel, to be honest, I can't remember. I hope that's right, that she sent her to camp because she wanted to go. No, because I swear Wednesday didn't. Oh, no,
it was the oh my god, I forgot words. the nanny. She was like, oh, they want to go. And then
make like friends and stuff. Yeah. No, that's but yeah. And my point is that. Oh, sorry, I just stood on your foot. Morticia just wants Wednesday to be happy, and by her shaming her because she wore something different, that's not what she would actually do. Like, that's not the character. It's almost like the makers of this movie just kind of skimmed over the movie and just went, okay, we can make something out of this. You know, it's also the animation. It would have been so good as stop motion by like Tim Burton or something. Because I'm a bit of a Tim Burton fan. I think if it was done as stop motion, directed by him, it would have been, or Henry Selick, it would have been great. But
just imagine, oh my god, like the characters.
Oh god, that would have been so good.
They
just don't understand the characters.
No,
like there's
the relationship.
To be honest, I try to forget it. But I mean, it wasn't that bad. Don't get me wrong. I think if this movie came out without the live action existing,
it would be.
It would be okay. But it's because they tried to make it like a reboot of the live action. This is not the Addams Family.
It's like My Little Pony. And the new generation.
We're going to have to do My Little Pony episode so we can rant about that. Oh God.
The downfall of My Little Ponies.
Oh, we actually should do that, but yeah. Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
You know?
It was so good, but they had to. So you've actually watched it?
What, the animation? Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's not like, this is what I mean, like, it's not bad, it's just not Addams Family, so that means it's bad, you know, like, if it was a standalone movie without being connected to the Addams Family, like, they could have made very similar characters, called it something else, and it probably would have been better. People would have called it like a rip-off of the Addams Family. Yeah, people probably would have called it a riff of the Addams Family, but then at least it's not trying to make the Addams Family something it's not, because there's going to be so many kids that are going to watch this and think this is what the Addams Family is, but it's not.
Actually, they're making a live-action reboot.
What,
apparently.
From the animation?
No, just like a new version of the...
Of the old live-action?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
I was going to say, imagine they made a live-action version of the animation that came from a live-action.
That would be weird, but yeah. My brother actually watched the sequel of the animation. He really enjoyed it, but I didn't even want to go because I was like, you know what, I feel like I would get annoyed and it would probably be like a waste of money because it was like in the cinema. So I was like, enjoy then. But
yeah,
I can't believe that's my brother. I can't believe I'm related to that. Anyway,
God. Yeah, I haven't seen yet the sequel.
I'm not, I don't know.
And I'm not gonna pay to watch it. I'll probably watch it for free when it comes around, just kind of see how bad it is. And yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. It's not like the animation. Yeah, I'm just gonna repeat myself here. It's not that it's bad. It's just bad because it's based off like original content.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it's always like that. Like, all the sequels just get worse. Sometimes like the sequel is better, but like then
you get
rest,
it's
just like down.
We should have said that sequels that we think are better than the original movie.
The downfall of like movie sequels.
Yeah,
something like that.
But then I also want to talk about ones that I like more than the original because I have quite a lot.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll make
okay.
We'll make a list.
We're gonna get there. I get very distracted easily. Sorry about that. But yeah. So is there anything else you wanted to say?
I think I let my frustrations out right now, and I feel better. But
yeah. Oh, actually, one thing I did like about animation, I will give it the credit for this. Wednesday's hair is done in little nooses, so like she's got like pigtails and they're tied as like little nooses at the bottom, and I just thought that was a fun little attention to detail. But I hate the character design so much.
Yeah, they could have done it like so much better. I don't like how. Imagine it as stop motion, like the Tim Burton characters. Oh my god, that would have been amazing.
I know.
Imagine Morticia and Gomez. Oh my god.
Like if you look at
like Wednesday.
Sorry, no,
stop.
go on.
Oh my god, no. Imagine like the Tim Burton characters as the Addams Family. I want to see that.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that. I mean, like honestly, Wednesday's giving Megamind.
Yeah. What is that?
Like we're kind of looking at pictures now. Like,
Stop.
like why is she giving Megamind?
I don't like the shape of her head. It looks like an egg, like Megamind,
like a stretched egg.
And then Pugsley just looks. Have you
He's
watched?
giving
Oh my god! Have you watched
Where's
the
Wally?
Robbins Family?
No.
Hold on.
But yeah, Pugsley looks like Where's Wally, like blonde. It's just I just don't like the design. Like you say, stop motion. That would have been great. But
Is it not called that? Oh, there you go. Meet the Robinsons.
oh no, I
That
have heard of
one,
that.
yeah.
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
I rewatched it recently because my parents like don't remember it, and like neither did my brother, so we just like rewatched it. It's pretty cool. I feel like it kind of the characters like that kind of just reminds me of Wednesday.
Yeah, I see that.
And even like the actual like character in the movie, she's like very kind of like what's it called? Like she's interested in like the dark things and like death, and she's like very kind of morbid.
You see,
but like
sorry.
yeah.
Okay, that little girl with the black hair, if she had paler skin, that's what Wednesday should look like in this movie.
True. Yeah.
No, I see that. I do see the inspiration. I wonder if it was inspired.
But yeah, it's Meet the Robinsons. But like in Polish, it's like the Robinson family, and it just reminded me of the Addams Family.
Yeah.
Like the name, and like the characters are quite similar, but.
Oh, we talk about that once when we record stuff.
Oh my god, I touched the microphone.
Oh, don't knock it over. Oh gosh.
So bad.
Yeah, because so basically mine's Polish.
Yeah.
And a lot of the English to Polish translations are inaccurate to say the least.
Yeah. No, they're like very obvious. They just kind of like even spoil the movie a bit. They just like are very.
They're just very literate. Like
yeah, that's the word exactly.
Like my favourite one is Wreck-It Ralph. Ralph the Demolisher.
Making it like a Marvel character.
Yeah, Ralph the Demolisher. Yeah. And then the what was you saying about like it gives away the movie, like it's literally literate to what the movie is. Coraline and the Mysterious Doors. Because that is basically
but I feel like
what it
it kind of makes sense because it's like Coralina, and like coral means a bead, and like it's kind of like beady eyes. So I feel like that really links in.
That's
like,
clever.
Yeah, I noticed that like a few days ago because I was like, that's so dumb. But then I was like, wait,
that
stop.
kind of makes
oh my
sense.
God. Yeah, but my favorite one was what was it? The Fishy Gang. What's the Shark's Tale. In Polish, it's the fishes of
the gang.
Yeah, fishes from the gang.
Yeah.
And it's like they kind of do have a gang, but it's so random.
Yeah, it's we should do like every time we do a movie we should look up what the Polish translation is. What is the Addams Family? Is that just Addams Family?
The Addams Family,
Yeah.
Also
Family
one
of
of my
the Addams.
favorite ones. Yep. Yeah, Family of the Addams, exactly. Also, I love like for example, just random name, but for example like Die Hard. The Glass Trap. Where did that come from? Or like Dirty Dancing, and it's like twirling sex. Where did that come from?
I swear Dirty Dancing isn't even like that dirty though.
I mean, maybe back then it was like very, you know.
Yeah.
Like the legs showing, and it was like, ooh.
Yeah. But now it's just kind of like it's nothing. It's like
They're
nothing.
just twirling around.
Yeah. So that's just some little bit of entertainment for you there. Maybe at the start of every episode we'll talk about the Polish translation.
You have a little segment.
Yeah, that could be like kind of like a little topic, but yeah, I mean, so yeah, I feel like we've kind of gone off topic here, but that was a very entertaining chat. I hope. Who's your favourite character?
They're creepy and they're kooky.
I love Morticia and Gomez, but I also kind of like Wednesday. Actually, no, I feel like Morticia and Gomez, my favourite. I was gonna say Wednesday, but yeah.
I mean, I feel like Wednesday's my girl. I can't lie. Wednesday is my girl.
But, like, you know,
I also love the hand. You know, the hand that just like rules along. I also like. I mean, yeah, I say Wednesday's probably my favourite, but I like all the characters though.
Yeah, it's hard to choose. I
think I could kind of like the character relationships overall.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of the overall thing, I suppose. Yeah, I think also I swear Fester, I think he's really sweet. I just think he's such a sweet guy. He's just so innocent and naive, and he's just he just wants to have a good time with his family, you know.
No, he wants a family.
He just wants a family. Yeah, he just wants a family. And he had oh my gosh, what's it called when you lose your memory?
I know what you mean, but
talk while I look it up.
I shall be talking. Yeah, no, I feel like it's hard to pick a favourite one because I love all of them, but I would say definitely my favourite would be like Morticia, like Gomez, Wednesday, like those three, like the main ones, but
yeah, the main characters. You know how there's usually like the real main characters versus like the fake main characters?
Yeah.
I think the real main characters are the real main characters in this.
Yeah.
So amnesia, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I swear, because he had amnesia, and that really messed with his head, and that made him forget he had a family.
Because there was one where they were gonna like trick the Addams family, because he wasn't actually Festa at the beginning, like
when he thought he wasn't.
Yeah, he thought he wasn't, and then his like mom at the time, like mom, you know, she was like, oh yeah, he has amnesia, I'm the doctor, and I don't know, I
wanted to slap her that whole movie. I keep saying your foot. She irritated me so much that whole movie. I was like he went down and had a great time with his brother. Well, I mean, he thought he was his brother at the time, but basically everything that happened when he thought it wasn't his real family, it was his real family. He just had memory loss. He wanted to go down and have a good time with his brother, and then he came up and she was like, you were partying, how dare you, and like guilt tripped him.
They're not your family, I'm your real mother.
Honestly, and like guilt tripping him, and I was like, girl, shut up. Like, I just wanted to slap her.
Shut up, girl.
So she irritated me. She's my least favourite. I mean, I know she was set up to be the least favourite. Like, she was set up to be a bitch, but still.
Antagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're starting a hate club on her.
Yeah, so. I can't actually remember her
name.
#,
we hate her. Same, like.
We don't even. Her name's irrelevant. We don't even need to know her name.
Irrelevant.
She doesn't deserve.
She doesn't exist to me. But yeah, should we like move on to who we would cast in like a reboot, like the live action?
Yeah, this is hard.
Because before filming this, we were just like googling all the like actors who we would cast. It was quite hard, to be honest. We didn't do like everyone. We just did like the main ones. So, do you want to start?
Okay, I'll start. It
was so hard for me to like find Morticia because I feel like it's hard to replace her. I don't know.
That's what I'd say. That's what I wanted to say is that the cast were all casted perfectly to the roles. Like, I can't think of a better cast than the original cast. Yeah. But I tried. I don't think anybody can live up to the original Addams Family cast.
Yeah. Have you watched? Because that like the original one was like, you know, made in like the beginning of the 90s, but then there was like a kind of like a spin-off from like the 1998, and like they had like a different cast. And because I wanted to watch like the sequel, and I found online, and it turns out it wasn't the sequel, it was like a weird reboot, and like the characters, they were so off. It was like so annoying. I'll find it to you and you can see. But
the official Addams Family sequel's on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's called Addams Family Values.
Yeah, I found it then, but
no, I agree. I think it's like they were.
I'll find it. Wait.
I just like
the reunion.
I felt like they weren't. Oh,
look at that! What is that? Tell me. Like,
she looks more like Wednesday than Morticia.
yeah, and then I feel like he was just so creepy. Like, you know how Gomez is kind of like a romantic guy.
Is that the same guy though?
I think it's just makeup. I feel like Pugsley is quite similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, he looks so mean. Like,
It's got such a bad IMDb rating.
I know,
4 out of
exactly.
10. I mean, I know IMDb strict, but
Daryl
Jesus.
Hannah. I feel like, I mean, like, I guess I can see Daryl Hannah
I
like
don't
playing
actually know who she
Morticia.
is, to be honest with
Neither,
you.
but I'm just looking at photos
I've
now.
heard of Tim Curry. Wait, what else does Tim Curry play?
I feel like he's a pretty good actor, but he's just so not good for.
He
He plays in
Oh.
Home Alone. Oh my god, wait.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
He played in.
Scary Movie. You've seen Scary Movie too, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Little
oh.
Mermaid. Annie. Oh, was it Annie? Oh, he's actually been in loads. Titanic. Oh my god, he's been in loads.
A regular show.
And these are kind of like the lesser known
Charlie's
ones.
Angels.
Beauty
Yeah.
and the Beast.
Barbie. Scooby Doo.
Garfield 2.
Sorry. Yeah.
I have
Okay.
4.
You can start. Okay.
So, well,
Like potential
4
Morticias.
characters.
From
No, just one. But
Okay,
I have
okay.
like 4 like characters
Overall.
where I've got, yeah.
Okay.
So, so potential Morticia was Meryl Streep.
Oh my god. Wait. Stop. That's yeah.
Yeah, see, or the grandma. Because I don't know if you watched Into the Woods, but she played the witch in Into the Woods.
Uh-huh.
And that
I
character.
feel like Meryl Streep's a bit old now.
She is, and that's why I kind of feel like.
But her nose and her face shape like really fits in with like.
Yeah, but the
Morticia.
thing is though, she doesn't look old. She still looks
It's true.
amazing, you
Yeah.
know? Like, which is what
Like
she
give her a little wig, some
Mm.
makeup. Yeah.
She could play an older character, but she would also
Like
suit.
a younger, like.
Yeah, like, I feel like she'd be a good Morticia if the makeup was good.
Yeah.
But if not, she
Like
was.
a wig as well.
She was so good in Into the Woods as the witch that I can totally see. And the witch in Into the Woods reminds me of the grandma from the Addams Family.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like she's really good at that as well. But yeah, that's who I had for Morticia.
I'm not really proud of my Morticia. I have 2, like that. So like my first thought was like Sandra Bullock. I don't know.
Oh yeah, she's on
I
from
mean,
Backward.
she's or like Winona Ryder from Stranger Things.
Ah,
Like-
she was Lydia in Beetlejuice as well. But when
Yeah.
she was younger.
And I feel like also because I was trying to like kind of link it in with who I would cast as Gomez, and for Gomez I think I would go with like Johnny Depp, and I feel like Johnny Depp and
Put
Winona.
Johnny Depp for Gomez
Did you?
as well, yeah.
And I feel like him and like Winona, they would look amazing
They
together.
would. They actually would.
And
I
yeah.
put Johnny Depp for
I
Gomez
know.
as well. Oh,
Oh.
oh, I feel like
Wow.
I'm gonna break the microphone. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm glad we decided on.
So I feel like Winona is better for my Morticia because I'm not proud of Sandra Bullock. Like
No,
I
that-
love her, but probably not Morticia. But
No,
that was my
they're
original thought. But Winona and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Like
no.
I also found, hold on, there's like a photo together of them.
Oh, there you go. So there's already like a cast picture.
Yeah. Oh,
Straight
there you
up.
go. See, like you Google Winona. That was like 20 years ago, probably.
No,
but,
she actually does look a bit like Morticia there.
or,
Morticia.
like, yeah.
Oh, I
And
don't
like
know.
him, like he's a very like Tim Burton looking character.
He does look like a Tim Burton character.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Victor from Corpse Bride.
Yeah. I think he actually voiced him.
Oh, really? No
I'm
way.
pretty sure.
It's not Halloween without Tim Burton.
Yep, he did. He voiced Victor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
wow.
you go, fun fact. But yeah. His daughter also really looks like a Tim Burton character. Lily Rose Depp. Look at Lily.
She does.
I know.
Wow.
It's like all on my free page is like, you know.
Tim Burton looking
Tim Burton,
celebrities.
Anyways.
Do you know, I've heard this thing about to be honest, I don't really know what to talk about Tim Burton because this movie's not done by Tim Burton, but I've seen this whole trend about like characters that feel like they've been designed or written
yeah,
by
for example, like Emma Chamberlain as well.
yeah,
Have
and
you seen her?
wait,
Like somebody was saying how like she looks like a Tim Burton character.
no, I see that. I also saw Timothy Chalamet.
Shalamalamamalay.
Chalamet Marmalade.
Shalamalamamalay.
Yeah, but I've seen people say how he looks like a Tim Burton character.
Yeah,
and I
can
totally see that. It's the
bow
sharp
structure.
jawline.
Yeah.
I totally see that. But we can talk about this another day. But yeah, so there's some pretty good picks, can't lie. I'm glad we agree on Gomez. For Festa, I put Tom Hopper, who played Luther in the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
I put him. And then I also put Dwayne Johnson, but just because of like the head shape.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd be able to
The
play...
balding.
Yeah, the balding. I don't know how well he'd be able to play the role.
He can't play. I feel like they cast him because of the muscles.
Yeah. But he might be a pleasant surprise. I feel like it's not his typical kind of role that he'd play, but it might be a pleasant surprise.
I put him as Fester.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
I see that, yeah.
Because I feel like, I was thinking Dwayne Johnson, but he has like a lot of muscle mass.
Yeah.
Whereas like Fester doesn't, because he's like kind of older.
He's
and
just got a bit of a muscly head.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. So we got Tom Hopper, Dwayne Johnson, and Vin Diesel. I say they're pretty. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Tom Hopper reminds me, like the character of Luther.
Yeah.
It reminds me a little bit of like Fester, kind of like the vulnerability, but also kind of like naiveness and sensitivity, but also just kind of like wanting to connect with his family.
Yeah, I do see him as like a naive character.
I do. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I just feel like Tom Hopper would play the character really well.
Yeah. So yeah, for Wednesday, I put Jenna Ortega. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I don't know. I
don't actually know her.
Oh, she played in like this Disney series, like where she was like the middle child, and she also played in like the Babysitter, which is like a horror, and she played in You as well. But yeah, I feel like
I see that.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
I like her. She's a pretty good actress. But
yeah.
See, it's just the hair, and I feel like
she's got the face shape.
She does,
I feel like,
doesn't
for Wednesday.
She? And I think she could play her because she's a pretty good actress.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Yeah.
I put Lilia Crawford. Let me see if I can find a picture. I keep talking about Into the Woods. Do you know what's funny? Johnny Depp, Lilia Crawford, and Meryl Streep were all in Into the Woods together, and there's 3 people on my list. But I feel like she would, like, she played Little Red, and it really reminds me of. Let me see if I can find a picture of her in Into the Woods. Yeah, her. Let me see if I can find a picture of her in Into the Woods.
I would cast her as like Morticia, to be honest.
I see that she's a bit older now, but like here, like with the with the plaits.
The younger one, yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
That's her a bit older, but when she's a bit younger.
True.
That's who I would say. I feel like she'd be a great.
Yeah, I see that.
You can't really tell if she's. I feel like she's a bit too old to play Wednesday, but too young to play Morticia.
She's like the weird in between, isn't it?
Yeah. If there was like a character in between Wednesday and Morticia, then I think that'd be perfect. But that's who I put for. I couldn't really think of anybody else, but that's who came to my mind because I just thought of the plaits in Into the Woods, and Wednesday wears plaits.
True. But yeah, I would put Jenna because I feel like she's. Anyways, moving on. For Pugsley, it was quite hard, but I feel like. Yes. The one from Stranger Things, Gaten. Yes. From Stranger Things.
No, I see that. That's actually a good pick.
Dustin from Stranger Things, Gaten. Yeah, it's like the hair and like, because he's like kind of like a chubbier face.
Yeah. He reminds me a bit of Jack Dylan Grazer. He voiced Alberto in Luca. I don't know. Let me see if I can find a picture of him. I don't know whether Jack Dylan Grazer would be a good Pugsley or not, because I didn't actually write anyone down for Pugsley. But him, I don't think he'd be a good Pugsley. I don't know.
I mean, if like blonde, I mean maybe.
If he was blonde, oh wait, there is a blonde picture of him. Oh, I don't actually see it now. No. I don't. I don't think he'd be a good Pugsley. When he's brunette though, he reminds me of Gaten a little bit.
Maybe. Yeah.
I just don't know if he'd play. He was in It as well.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because my first original thought was Finn Wolfhard, but I don't know. I feel like Gaten works better.
He looks like the dude from Victorious with the puppet. Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah.
I didn't actually write anyone down for Pugsley.
I think he voiced the animation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I thought of him, but yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Honestly, as an overall character, I'm not really along with the obsession over Johnny Depp. I think he's a pretty good actor.
I was never like, I always was like, oh my god, Leonardo DiCaprio more. But recently, I've been like, oh my god, Johnny Depp. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Also, I'm currently on an obsession with Timothy Chalamet. I didn't see it because it pissed me off that everyone was talking about him. But now I'm like, wait, he's like kind of hot. Like watching Dune, I was like, stop, wait. Oh my god, the jawline.
Pictures do him dirty.
Yeah, maybe.
On videos, I think he looks.
I watched their interviews as well, and I like his personality as well. It's like, I don't know, quite funny.
Yeah.
Capricorn energy.
Oh god, yeah.
In
Maya's one of
astrology.
those astrology people,
Just
and I'm
one
not.
of those.
So we're probably gonna have some like Maya talks about astrology, and I'm just kind of sitting there a bit clueless. Yeah, the two times.
Creepy and they're kooky.
So,
Mysterious and spooky.
oh yeah, because I swear the Addams Family. I swear it was an animated show before the movie.
It was like the original one was like from the 60s. And it was made very, very creepily. I'll Google it for you, pictures.
Okay.
And then it was the 90s, which is like the ones we grew up with. But yeah,
So there's one that says great fun from the Addams Family. Someone said their only criticism is they don't like the rap song at the end credits. Okay.
I like
That's not really a reason to dislike the movie, but sure. This is probably Karen who can't stand anything that's solely anything that has rap, anything close to it.
It's so... Because it was like black and white,
Black
and
and
it
white.
makes it so creepy.
It makes it even creepier, yeah.
Yeah. Gomez pisses me off. That doesn't look like Wednesday, she's too young. I feel like Morticia's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think he's pretty good as well.
Yeah.
The Festa looks
Yeah.
pretty similar to the
I mean, they
one
always
from
do.
the 80s. Yeah, someone said brash, noisy nonsense. What is that about? To be fair, okay, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started watching Addams Family, I was kind of sitting there going, what the hell was going on?
Really?
Yeah, and
I
then
loved that.
about 20 minutes in, I was kind of like, actually, this is actually alright, like, this is picking up. Like, I feel like it took me a while for me to understand the story, but once I kind of picked up, like, oh, okay, this is his brother, and he's come home, and he died, and he's come back, and he's, like, the undead, and, like, I kind of picked up what was going on. I kind of got to know the characters. I kind of got into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then I watched the sequel. And it kind of almost made me understand the first one better. Yeah, no, I it did take me like about 20 minutes to get into. Once I got into it, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. To be honest, I can't remember my first thought because I probably watched it when I was like really young, and then I kind of just kept on like rewatching it. So I honestly don't remember my first reaction. But I love the bit where it's like, you know, the chainsaw and like the neighbours come around for dinner, and then Gomez is like, oh, kids, you know, kids.
Yeah.
And like, or like where there was like Wednesday went to play with her brother, and like she was picking like the knives, like I don't know what it was, and then she was like, oh yeah, I need it for like my brother, and then Morticia was like, with your brother? No. And then she gives her like
She gives
the
her
bigger
an
one.
axe. Yeah,
She gives
she
the
gives her
axe,
an
yeah.
axe. Oh
And
yeah.
I love that. It's just so...
It's really funny. It's like dark humour, but like the right kind. Like, there's a difference between dark humour and ones that's just like, oh.
Yeah, it's very easy to make it into a horror, like even with like black and white, and like make it, because it's quite creepy the whole overall, but it's like they make it in a comedy and it's not scary.
It's kind of like it's like black comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a horror. I'd kind of say because it's like a PG, so it's can't. But I
feel like it's if they wanted to, it's so easy to make it into one.
I understand that. Like they could easily make it like 18 rated horror. Like, yeah, I see that. I feel like you say, the whole vibe of the film is kind of a bit darker and a bit kind of eerier. I haven't watched this through because I watched it this Halloween because I hadn't seen it before, and I was like, I haven't seen it, and I didn't know how to watch it. But then it came on Netflix at Halloween, and I was like, gonna watch that.
When did you watch it first then?
On Halloween this year.
This year?
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I think I was probably like 5 when I watched it.
Perfect family movie for Halloween. It's not like too scary, but it's a bit like eerie, and it's a nice Halloween family entertainment, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of kind of what to say about it, but I don't want to end up repeating myself. I do really like the sequel, and like I feel like the sequel's like comes very close to the original. I like the whole scene where Wednesday's trying to smile and be positive, and it's like a fake positivity because she's all like, oh yeah, the they do like this Indian role play of like Thanksgiving or something, and then she's kind of like, oh but you're taking over a land, and then she starts like burning the whole play up, and like it's great, and then she does like that smile, like that midsummer smile, and it's like she's like, girl boss. all smiley and happy, and everyone thinks like, oh, she's finally positive and going along with something we want her to do, and then she's like, psych, you thought. It's great. Yeah. Out of anything else, I mean, I would rate it, but I'm really bad at rating movies. I just can't give them scores. I'm really bad at that sort of thing. I don't know how people do it, because I'll give a score and then overthink it and be like, wait, no, I want to change it. So
and then you like compare like different movies.
Yeah, I mean, we could like, once we've kind of talked about a couple more, we could kind of like put them on like a list of our favourites, like list them off.
But I feel like in terms of enjoyability, I'll put like 9 out of 10. Are we doing 9 or should we do like 5? 5 stars.
I think do out of 10 because I feel like it's just easier.
I don't know. I think I would put like 9. Yeah, because it's quite hard because it's like an older movie, so I can't really like, you know.
See, like,
in terms of
I'm
production.
really bad at rating.
Or like an 8. I don't know. Just
Yeah,
something
well,
like
like,
that. 8,
yeah.
9 out of 10.
Okay, I like to say like when I watch movies, I watch them for enjoyability. I don't care about production value.
Neither.
As long as it's fun to watch, I don't care about anything else.
Even though like now, in terms of like media, like, you know, because of studying media, I see a lot of the techniques.
It's honestly kind of ruined watching movies for me in a weird way, because it's like, I mean, it's still fun, don't get me wrong, but it's like I'll watch a movie and I'll be like, that was a cool camera technique, and I'm like, girl, just watch the movie.
Or like, wait, that lighting doesn't work. When does the lighting come from?
No, honestly,
that's unnatural.
I know.
And I know it pissed off my mum, because I was like saying like, wait, where does that light come off? And she was like, oh my god, just
watch the movie.
Just watch the movie. And I was like, I'm sorry, but yeah.
Yes,
we have a segment. Yeah, go.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed. I don't actually know what we're doing next time, but
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Well, I think we were talking about maybe Megamind.
Maybe it'll be a little surprise. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, thank you guys so much for listening to the Movie Mood, where we get you in the mood for movies. We've been your amazing humble hosts, Heather and Maya. Again, thank you so much for listening, and see you next time.
Ciao.
Bye. Ciao.